welcome to the Trust the Profits Tour de Force update number 1. Today we're going to be talking about what happened in our first week of the Tour de Force challenge. We've got the Holy Bull and Robert Lewis. El Hombre, you're with me again. How's it going?
Good, man. That's it. That's right. 2 rounds out of 25 are in the books. We're going to try to do recap shows for everybody as often as possible. Depending on the interest level we get, is how often we'll do them. But
yeah, it's
let's
interesting.
run down. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's interesting so far. I'm looking at it. We've got 30 competitors looking to be number 1 and who can pick the best bets leading up to the Derby. And I'd say there's like 4 tiers, right? 4 tiers here. If you start at the bottom, I would say everything that goes from, well, maybe the zeros are their own tiers, right? Anything from 0 to about 50 is probably the first tier, right? The guys who are struggling through those first 2 rounds. And then I'd say there's probably like another tier that gets you up to about 100, right? Just below Announcer Pete. Those are the guys who are struggling through those first 2 rounds, but they got something to show for it. And then we've got what I would say is from about 100 to 200, who are the ones that are like that second tier, the cream of the crop, but then everything 200 and above, including this ugly MFer at the top, who I don't know how he got there. The luck of the draw, probably.
Anybody's surprise.
Anybody's surprise. Maybe he's in his own tier. Maybe that's the 5th
Come on,
tier.
that's a spoiler. You need a spoiler alert if you're gonna.
You don't know who that is. We don't know who that is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that there's someone at the top. That's all. So we got
what happened?
a couple different tiers going on.
Agreed, and I think that's a good synopsis. We had the 2 races. Let's talk about
2 races.
First
Holy Bull.
Let's talk about who.
The Holy Bull.
Did we see any surprises in there, or what happened? That was
I saw no surprises myself. I had greatest honor. I think that's reflected in my betting strategy. That's who I picked. Maybe I should have bet him harder, but a lot of people were on Prime Factor as well, which I didn't get as much, but I still respected Prime Factor, so I didn't load up fully on greatest honor, even though I probably should have, given what happened. But I think that's probably where the men got separated from the boys, is, one on either side. And what did we see in the race? Greatest honor ran away with it. Tarantino, a few lengths behind, and then Prime Factor 3rd. So you really saw quite a separation there.
Yeah, it was a big separation. Greatest honor was very impressive to me.
Yeah.
I was disappointed with Prime Factor a little bit. I don't even know how to call what Tarantino did. I mean, because it was impressive compared to, finishing second was more impressive than I think anybody saw, but I don't think anybody was in the class of greatest honor.
No.
That's the way I saw the race. And
it was one horse, and then everybody else was
and for
somewhere
a small
off in the
field,
distance.
not a lot of people gave Tarantino any run to finish second. So good for that group.
Actually, it was
I'm
a pretty
big
good
Tarantino
payoff.
fan.
Yeah.
In real life, so to see a horse named that do well, I was pretty happy. I'm kind of pissed I didn't do it.
I see a poster in your background there, or maybe it's over.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that could be a
Pulp
Tarantino.
Fiction.
Exactly, one of his better films, but one of his better of like 100 good ones. But yeah, I agree. We call greatest honor, and he did his job, and he did it. And honestly, one of the more impressive, horses on the trail that I've seen so far. We haven't seen a lot of the big ones, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody a whole lot more impressive than him. So looking forward to seeing more of that horse.
And then we had the Robert Lewis, the Bobby Lou, right?
B. Lou, yep. Yeah,
I would say this was also an impressive race, but for exactly opposite reasons, right? We had 3 horses down the stretch: Medina Spirit, Roman Centurion, and Hot Rod Charlie, I believe, was the 3rd one.
Yep.
And you couldn't tell. I mean, they were lined up on the camera like this next to each other. It was really hard to tell who won. Luckily for us,
got second or third. It was a blanket on them.
It was a toss up, right? I mean, it was a snowstorm, and Medina Spirit did pull it out. Luckily for us, again, Trust the Profits picked Medina Spirit as well as Greatest Honor, so we felt pretty good about the weekend. And me being the formula, I picked Medina Spirit number 1 as well.
And I guess the most impressive part about Medina Spirit, however you pronounce it, the horse looked
Chicago,
beat.
it's Medina.
The horse looked beat at the top of the stretch. He was leading. Everybody caught him. Yep. Everybody caught him, and then he, charlatan-esque fought back. And I mean, he was nowhere near as impressive as Charlatan or a lot of these horses, and barely hung on to win. But it was
That to me felt
he
more
answered
like
the call at the top of the stretch. Put it that.
that to me felt more like Nadal than it did Charlatan, because Nadal was that pace setter that let you catch up, and then it blew away and
Yeah,
won the
Charlatan
race.
just walked away every
Charlatan just blows everybody away. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that I think both
That sets up
races
the
had
races.
no shock at the top. I mean, other than Prime Factor kind of fell on its face, finished about 100 lengths back in the Holy
Yeah.
Bowl. But other than that, I don't think there was any big surprises in either race.
Right.
But as far as the
So-
contest goes, what are we going to do? We want to review the
We'll
top
count
10.
them down. We'll count them
Throw
down.
some shout outs to the top 10 at this point. After
Right.
we're not even 10% of the way into this. So I
No.
know stretch is this, significant to the final standings.
So number 10, Clark D, at 176 so far. Well done, Clark D. That is a very respectable number. You got Joey S on your hot tail there with 175. So there's only $1 separating those two.
And to throw it out, Clark D32, that he's got 2 entries like a few of us do.
Yeah.
He scored nothing in the Holy Bowl, a big 0. So he came back.
Oh yeah.
It was a $10 straight trifecta that he hit there. And it was a 1 with the 2, 4, 5, 7, 8 with the 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. So
Smart move. Smart move.
he got it all with the 1 bet. That's your 10th place. 9th place, we got some guy that doesn't really know what he's doing much, I don't think, but go ahead.
The formula. Come on. You're looking at him. What do you mean? I don't
Number
know.
9.
Number
Top
9.
10 out of 30. So these everybody that we're going to mention has done pretty well for themselves.
And an even spread, right? I spread it across both races. It was pretty even. I'm still feeling my way through this whole strategy thing.
$185 on the return. So yeah, he's slightly ahead of Clark D.
Yeah.
And my notes on the formula was consistent finishes, but nothing big stuck out. You didn't hit a big one. You just,
No,
I just covered your bets.
I bet yeah, exactly. I bet trifectas and exactas on that one. And I missed on those too. Otherwise it would have been a lot better.
And I got news for you. If you kind of just cover your bets and consistently do that, you will finish higher than those of us who took big stabs. And
Yeah, it's a slow
apt to
progression.
airball. So who we got at number 8?
Centigrade at 190.
Yep.
Big splash in the Robert B. Lewis.
Yeah, smashed on Tarantino. Hit Tarantino for a $50 place bet.
Nice.
That was the big hit. That was worth 190 all by itself, and that's where he ended up. Was 190. Good enough for 8. 7th place we got Real Dynasty pick Nick. That's the partner, our boy Vinny Blonde's partner Nick.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the contest.
Well done. And even too.
And he's actually tied with my boy Brent T. Both of them earned their $200 even on the Robert B. Lewis just by betting the $100 winner Medina Spirit.
Yes.
One horse, and that was a smart play. I love that horse to win too. I made a $50 win plays on him, but obviously it was a better move to put all 100 to win on him at that race. But
And then at 4 and 5, we've got someone we've seen on the show before, Vinny Blonde.
Real
2
Dynasty
entries.
picks repping good. Three total buy-ins for Real Dynasty picks, and all 3 of them were in the top 10. So that's
Well
pretty good
done.
showing for
Well
the
done.
boys. Yeah, Vinny's second entry is in 5th place right now with 278.
All in one race too.
Yes.
All in one race.
Holy Bull scored a 0.
Yeah.
Robert B. Lewis 278 because he hit a $20 exacta.
There it is.
One over the 5-7.
Nice.
So he did include Tarantino on that. And it paid
He did.
off for him.
Smart move.
4th place, Vinny Blonde's first entry. He had more of a balanced attack on that one. He scored 190 on the Holy Bull and 100 on the Robert B. Lewis.
Right.
$50 winners on each race is how that math was done.
Okay.
So the other 50 on each race he lost, but he was able to hit the winners. So
Yeah.
3rd, Prime pays 503. 363.70 after 2 rounds. What about it?
Yeah, it looks like he went heavy on Holy Bull. Yeah, he got a $269 payout on Holy Bull.
And it was all on a $1 bet too. It was a $1 try box.
Oh man, look at that.
$1 try box, 2567, $24 piece. Scored him 269. Then he came back in the Lewis and scored $94 on that race. Don't have the details of that in front of me, but
Yeah.
good showing. Basically covered his bets on the Lewis. 2nd place.
Second place is K Falk 19. Must be an Iserman fan, right? With the 19. He went heavy, it looks
I
like,
doubt it.
on the Robert Lewis. He had a 352 return on the Robert Lewis. That'll pay for a few good holidays.
Yeah, it was a $10 try piece for Kenny Falk. Returned a 38 on the Holy Bull. And,
Yeah.
352, like you said, on the try piece in the Lewis. 390 total. That's good enough for second. And the guy who's leading is the.
And then we're done. Bye, everyone.
Honestly, the leader. I told you guys I was going to win the thing. I'm going to win.
Is this a
Right
beauty
now,
contest?
I'm a little bit ashamed that I've only got an $80 lead right now, to be honest. I expected better of myself. But my strategy was real simple with the El Hombre number 1 entry. We won't mention that El Hombre number 2 entry is sitting dead last with $0. We won't get into that.
That's your true self down there at number 2.
Yeah. But number 1 with $470, all I did was pick the 2 horses that I like to win both races with a $50 win place on each of them. $300 was returned on Greatest Honor and $170 returned on your boy
Medina Spirit.
Yeah, and actually, if you would have asked me
that's
that,
how you did it, huh? Wow.
A couple days ago, I probably would have thought Medina Spirit would have gone off a longer shot.
Yeah.
Greatest Honor, to be honest.
Yeah.
Obviously, the morning line was a little different, and I was shocked to get 3-1 on Greatest Honor. So
yeah,
we'll see, man. Now, like I said, that's less than 10% of the contest. We got 23 rounds left, 3 more this weekend. So I'm sure these will look a little different next week.
Yeah, now everybody knows where it starts. They will strategize accordingly.
Yep. And
all right.
I know if you've lost some ground early, got some ground to make up. Yep. So
gotta figure out a way to gain it. All right, man. Nice seeing you.
So if we get some feedback and everybody wants to see more of these updates on the contest specifically,
we'll figure it out.
Let us know, and we'll do them as often as you need. So,
all right, man.
Other than that, peace out. Take care.